And bam, cheers, everybody. We're live. So I'm not even doing a countdown, by the way. We're just going right on into it. Figured I'd dive right on into the fun, y'all. So we're gonna actually, oh, look at that. No problems with Amazon going live either. We're just rocking and rolling this afternoon. So I'm gonna be basically digging into more of the products that I had earlier this morning. So in case you guys missed morning coffee with me, we're going to hang out this afternoon, maybe have a little lunchtime together, late lunch, or just hang out, dig into some of this stuff. I realized a lot of the stuff, since I already talked about, I'm happy to elaborate on what I was talking about at the end of the stream yesterday, or end of the stream this morning, which was more around, our body type quiz, looking at, well, let me just pull up and mute this. Looking at protein intake, how much protein we should be eating, and even some of the products, how they tie into these things, like our Geek Chef air fryer toaster I have in the carousel we'll be talking about, looking at some of the fitness products, adjustable dumbbells. I'm going to be doing an entire breakdown on training next week that's related to the body type quiz and kind of dig into more of that. But for now, any questions you guys have, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm always happy to dig into that, as well as, I got to mention, listen, I'm impacting 25,000 lives over the next less than 100 days now. It's about 80 days left in this kind of like goal I set for myself. So if you or anyone that you know could benefit from working with a health and fitness brand, team, coach, program running through our health course, I'm happy to work with you guys. My team's happy to work with you. Also, if you don't have, let's say, any kind of room in your budget right now to pay for the course that we have set up, it's pretty much the course we onboard all of our clients with. You can apply for our scholarship program absolutely free. I'm happy to dish out 25,000 scholarships if I need to, if that's what's necessary to help people out here. So I just want to throw that out there. Start by going to lifestyleoffitness.com. Fill out our body type quiz, reply back to the email that you get if you can't afford the programs that we suggest for you, and I can give you the option for our scholarship program. But with that being said, I'm just going to drop some messages here in the chat, say hey to everyone, and kind of share a little bit on some housekeeping tips, chat. And as always, make sure on all the products I'm talking about, you're checking the in-link coupons. Not only for when I'm talking about, anytime you watch on Amazon Live, here's a pro tip. Click on the product itself, because they will have additional coupons at times that you may not have known if you didn't click on it. For whatever reason, why they do that, I'm not 100% clear. Excuse me, but I know that Amazon can have in-link coupons. For example, let's click on the Smooth Sat scooter. And look, this is a perfect example. This has a $20 off in-link coupon that wasn't being advertised unless you actually click on the product. Also, I didn't know this is a #1 new release in the kick scooter category, which is awesome. And for this one, it's for ages 8 and up. Again, teens, adults, everywhere in between, as long as they're at least 8 years old. It goes up to 220 pounds. What? So I'm going to do a little bit of a kind of video share with you guys, and we'll kind of break this bad boy down here. And then also, I realized I uploaded a bunch of videos in between. And while I had a call with my client, I also was shooting some more B-roll video for you guys, some more shoppable content. So I'm going to be uploading that throughout the next couple of hours and today, because I'm going to be in Nashville for the rest of the week. So we won't have our typical weekly podcast tomorrow, Gina and myself. So I'm trying to just bang out all this content and deliver for you guys, add value, give you guys some perspective. And again, just try and get that content out there. This is normally, I don't like going more than a couple days without having content up, but this is going to be an awesome trip that I'm really excited for. And it's one of those things that I could skip, but I'm just not going to. Like, it's going to add so much value and just kind of give back for you guys. Also, we'll probably still have a live workout this weekend with probably like either my business partner or one of my coaches, and with Gina as well. So looking here, you can see the Smooth Sat scooter. Again, I'm going to highlight two of my favorite features are going to be the first two I point out here. Number one, check this kickstand. It's a cool little feature. It doesn't seem like a big deal. It's not the end of the world if it does or it doesn't have it, but I like that. The second is this collapsible part right here. You hit that switch, it'll collapse and fold up the scooter so that you can have it easier to put away. And then also has an adjustable handle so you can increase, decrease the height. Plus, I'm pointing out the 8-inch wheels, has the brake on the backside. So you just put a little bit of force on it, helps you brake, because it doesn't have the handles for brakes. And it's a great option to have if, let's say, you're not a huge fan of running. Let's say you're not a huge fan of biking or walking or hiking or things like that, but you like skateboarding, or you like going on the scooter, or you like doing things like that. This can be a really fun way to get outside, change it up, or for your kids maybe as a gift idea, this can be a great option, especially with the weather getting nice out for everybody. I'm a big fan of this. Now, my kids are not 8 years old. I have a 4-year-old or about to be a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they already see this scooter and they love it. So what I'll do is I'll go on with them and kind of hold their hands while they're balancing on it. And it's a lot of fun. I can tell you already, my kids love it. So I can imagine when they're actually old enough to go on it by themselves, that they'll be tearing this bad boy up and that they would love it. So I think that's just a really, really cool feature. And what I'm going to do is, since last stream, I went in order from top down, this time I'm going to go in order from down up. So we're going to reverse the order is basically my point. So let's start with the, hold on. Before I do that, I just noticed we got a lightning deal for the workout gloves. So before we go anywhere else, I always like to highlight the lightning deals when we have them, because again, because they're a lightning deal, there's only so many of these before they get sold that we lose the deal. So I figured, why not share them with you guys? With that being said, let's break them down. In this video, I'm going to be going over the Glow Fit workout gloves. As you can see, they have the cutoff fingers. And what this is really all about is having the actual grip support and this little like tactile material here that helps get you a better grip. Now, if you don't want calluses on your hands like I have, or you feel like your grip is the failing point, and you want to kind of be able to work past that, these types of gloves can be a great asset. The cool thing about them is also they have a nice stretchy material. They're breathable on the back, so you're not going to be able to necessarily get all that sweat and funk holding into them. But what I will say is when you're using these, this is not going to long-term improve your grip strength. You're relying on the actual material to help you grab that bar or whatever it is that you're grabbing. So the benefit is you can potentially lift more weight, which is going to help your gains. The downside is you may not be conditioning your hands and the grip itself. So just pros and cons there, but definitely a thumbs up if you want to be able to work these benefits. Damn, y'all. So, I wanted to just kind of go through that because we had the lightning deal on that bad boy. And, sorry, I just seen a bunch of messages come in. And again, speaking of messages, if you guys have questions, you want to interact, drop into the chat. I always love hearing from you guys. It's always welcomed. And also let me know if you heard that. I just realized, or not heard that. When I play the next video, I'm actually going to play a screen share. I'm curious if you guys hear when I do this screen share, because I believe you don't hear the audio. You only hear the audio like on the video I just uploaded because it's from my computer, versus like on this one I'm going to share with you guys right now. We got the Fit King leg and foot massager with the heated feature to it. So I'm going to play the video for you guys. I want you guys to let me know if you can actually hear the audio on this or if it's just the video. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just the video. So let me know if you guys actually hear this or not. So I'm going to pause. Did you hear any of that audio? If you guys are actually like listening in on this, let me know if you can hear the audio in the chat or in the comments. So I'm going to assume you guys can't, unless you tell me that you can. So I'm just going to kind of talk over this while I'm showing it. So again, this one has by Fit King. I have a couple of different variations in the carousel. We have both just the foot and the leg massager version with the heated aspect to it, as well as we have the extensions, which I'll also highlight here in a second, which you can have an added feature. These have a discount. I believe they're, it's 29% off. So it's at $99.99 right now. So if you're in the market for a leg massager, I would highly recommend taking advantage of these deals, because for basically $100, you can get not only the foot and leg massager with the air compression, but you also get the heated benefit. And I'm a huge fan of having added heat for different types of massage equipment whenever possible. Now, again, just to be transparent with you guys, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I do have my certified strength conditioning specialty qualifications, trainer, and all these other certifications, but always talk to your health professional. This is not like medical advice. I don't know your given situation. You may have like a diagnosis or medical condition that can be contraindicated with heat. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying this. But it can be a great tool and it can be a great option pending your health and pending all those parameters. So with that being said, I'm just going to highlight again. I mentioned that not only for FitKing, but for other massage bands, most of them will have like kind of extension pieces to it. So this will not only have the foot and the calf massager, but it'll also have the thigh massager as well for your quad, which is the above your knee, that upper portion. And this, the one that I'm going to highlight here in a second, also has, so they have the non-heated and the heated attachment versions as well. I always say go with the heated one. I'm a huge fan, as you guys know and can tell, but it's really A, what fits your budget, and B, what's going to be best for you personally, not only your goals, but your actual health, and depending on what's going on there. Also, still finish up that smoothie from before. Kind of slowly working my way through that. So now we get to go into more of like sometimes what can be, I don't want to say controversial, but like I think misrepresented products. And both are by BVVU, the sauna suit, as well as the waist trainer. So we'll start with the sauna suit. Let's actually look to see if I have an InLink coupon. I don't see the InLink coupon. So here's my thing. When it comes to a sauna suit, this can be a helpful product and a helpful tool. But I think we have to be very clear on, where can it fit? Where is it going to make the most sense? And for me, from my perspective, it's going to make the most sense for someone that is maybe a weight-based athlete that has to make weight for an event and wants to not only lose lose like body fat and get as lean as possible, which is my opinion, the healthiest way to do it is lose body fat, not manipulating your water levels and your sweat levels too much. But let's say you have a very healthy level of hydration and you can lose like 1 to 2% or some variation of that level. It's different for everybody. Work with a professional, work with a actual health pro on this so they can look at your medical records and your information and figure out the best plan that's going to make sense for you. But being able to say, hey, listen, I need to lose like 2 pounds and it's in the next 12 hours, like a sauna suit may be an all right option. Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of cutting water weight though, because it can be very, very unhealthy, very dangerous. And it's not only just losing the water weight, it's once we start rehydrating and putting water back into our body, you start gaining the weight back. So you have to understand it's not just like, hey, I'm going to lose 5 pounds this week and then just sweat it all out and then the weight stays off. The second you are eating and drinking, your body's going to start to hydrate again, pull fluids from the liquids, from the food, hydrate your body. And then if you dehydrate yourself and you try and stay dehydrated, it's extremely dangerous and unhealthy to do that. Even if you try and hydrate, you can overly hydrate, you can underhydrate, you can have an improper balance of electrolytes and get very, very dangerous very quickly and very easily. That's why I'm like very, very passionate about like people not manipulating their water levels too much with this. Now, on the other side, here's some pros we can use it for. The sauna suit can be great for if we want to work out outside. It's a little chilly. Like the other day, it was kind of cold out. I had to put on a jacket. Or the other day prior to that, I put on my sauna suit to actually keep my body temperature up so I wasn't getting too cold with my workout. It was like the perfect balance where I wasn't restricted, like if I had a big jacket on, but I also was maintaining my body temperature in a healthy fashion. Or let's say you don't even want to necessarily worry about staying warm, but you don't have a sauna and you want to get some benefits from increasing body temperature and going through some active recovery, some stretching, some mobility. A sauna suit can be good for that. It can help increase body temperature as long as you're properly hydrating. That is the key. No matter how you're using it, as long as you're properly hydrating and getting fluids coming into your body, this can have benefits. I think it's just, you gotta be, I'm so weary of people using sauna suits and things like this to manipulate weight, especially when they're not working with a professional that's educated in this particular aspect. Like even regular trainers aren't always properly educated. When I say regular, I should say like certified trainers that have a great background in fitness may not be properly educated in the levels and ways in which to rehydrate when we're getting dehydrated. So that's something you just got to keep in mind. Okay. And again, that's just my 2 cents. You guys can do whatever you think is best for you, but that's my thoughts. Now, piggybacking on that, let's look at the waist trainer. Because again, this can be a product that can be very helpful. It can have benefits to it. A lot of them I think are misunderstood. And some of it's like bro science and just not properly applied. Also, this has 10% off, y'all. What? So with the waist trainer, and really almost with any claim you see on products, I always say like, are there third-party, peer-reviewed, verified journals, research, and studies supporting these claims? Even anything that I say or anyone says, I'm always trying to say, be wary of what the person is saying and does it have supporting findings from a verified third-party entity, someone that's not financially incentivized to say any particular thing. Now, to be super transparent with you guys, I'm being paid to talk about these products. Now, the good thing is the way I work it in my contracts and my agreements is I don't agree to say anything in particular, positive or negative. I just say, hey, listen, you provide the product, you're going to pay me a certain fee. I will share my experience. That's from my perspective as a streamer and an influencer. Not every influencer feels that way. Also, not every brand or product is going to have certain ethics and integrity. What you can do, though, is you can look up the claims being made by the product or by that industry and look, hey, is there peer-reviewed studies, journals, research, findings that support these claims? Like, for example, let's look at the waist trainer. I'm curious too, like, you guys let me know in the chat or in the comments if there's any kind of marketing you've seen that make you think like, oh, this is what it's going to do for me. You let me know in the chat or the comments and I can speak to that. But I'm going to share some things I've heard. Like, for example, if I wear a waist trainer, it's going to naturally shape my body, or it's going to, impact my cellulite, or it's going to, move my organs inside my like abdominal cavity into a more friendly shape. I haven't seen research that supports that. I haven't seen peer-reviewed journals, independent studies, anything in like the National Institute of Health. I always reference the National Institute of Health. It's not the only, research entity and organization, but I'm a big fan of it. Again, there's always there's even biases where like you have to look at who's funding it. What's the interest of it? It gets very, very convoluted. And that's what's hard sometimes because not everyone has time to do this stuff. This is my industry. This is what I do. So I have more time for this and I do more of the fact checking and I know what to look for. And then I reach out to people way more intelligent than me that have PhDs, different types of doctorates and different types of backgrounds to look at what we can be looking at, what's verified and what's not. No one ever brags about it either. Yeah, Vicky, what's up? First off, homie. And then when you say no one ever brags about it either, what you talking about? Talk to me. Are you talking about the waist trainer? Or are you talking about the sauna suit? The waist trainer. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. No one ever brags about it either. Yeah. And I think it's because sometimes there's maybe the brand brags about it. But I do say, I don't want to just hate on it. I do see benefits. That's why I am talking about it because there are benefits to it, to be honest with you. You can have localized sweat loss, which the benefit to that is if you are, trying to increase your core temperature, your body temperature, there can be a benefit to that. Sauna suits work. My dad has been doing them since the early 90s. So when you say work, and that's also I'm curious, what do you think? Like when you say sauna suits work and your dad's been using them since the early 90s, what's the application? Because my thing for that is sauna suits can work, but it depends on the application. Like obviously we'll sweat, just like a waist trainer will make you sweat if that's what our intent is. But we also have to be careful because when you sweat, you have to be replenishing the fluid. If you're not replenishing the fluid, you're actually hurting your body. You could hurt. So you could lose little as 1% weight loss. So I'm 200 pounds, give or take a little bit. So let's say I lose 2 pounds in sweat during a workout, which I easily do. Like I did a bike cardio workout on my earlier stream and I easily lost 2 pounds and I was replenishing. If I didn't rehydrate, it can negatively impact brain function. Once we go beyond 3% loss, it can start to impact physical performance from muscular endurance to strength to overall power. Eventually, it can actually cause actual harm, long-term harm, or even death. Not to scare you guys, but there's legit consequences if you dehydrate yourself too far. There's heat exhaustion. There's all types of things. Then it's even how quickly we rehydrate and all those aspects that go along with it. But the waist trainer can have a benefit as well. And there's a psychological and physiological benefit to me. The psychological benefit, if you wear it and you go to the gym and you feel more confident and you show up more, to me, that's a huge psychological benefit. You're like, hey, I feel good in my body. Rock that, girl or guy, whatever you identify, whoever's wearing it, whoever uses it for that application. But if you're like, hey, I'm going to wear a waist trainer and it's going to magically give me a six pack, dude, no, that's not how that works. In my humble opinion. Now, if you're going to also use it for tactile cueing, which is a fancy way of saying physical cues, it reminds me to use posture and to squeeze my abs and to use my back muscles and have proper posture, that's a great benefit as well. But if you rely on the trainer or any kind of support system to do the work for you, then you're actually losing the benefits because you're not actually engaging your muscles. You're not engaging the neurological system that goes along with it. And there can be big consequences. Ooh, let's see what you got here, Vicky. So these tight ones are not what he used. They look like plastic sweatpants. He was able to slim down body fat quickly to be within weight for his military standpoint. Used to be super serious about that. He has never been overweight, but he is tall and stocky. He would always drink water. Vicky, this is not to be nasty or like, hopefully don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He did not lose body fat from wearing the sauna suit. Super transparently, like he did not. Now, what he could have done, because this is not how that works. This is a perfect example of a misconception. Now, what he could have been doing is wearing the sauna suit in conjunction with exercise. The increase in his body temperature can help him burn more calories, and that can indirectly help him lose body fat. But just by wearing a sauna suit, you will not lose body fat. That's not how it physiologically works. There's a massive misconception with that. So I think, first off, I appreciate you sharing your experience and his experience. And I hope it doesn't come across as like nasty or like anything like that, dude. Like I really I always appreciate you. I appreciate your perspective. Again, I'm not a doctor either. So take this. I do have lots of like different types of qualifications, but like take this all with a grain of salt. What does happen, this is what I was talking about before with the sauna suit. I'll highlight it here for a second, is when you wear a sauna suit, it increases your core body temperature. So your body's going to start to sweat more. As you sweat more, you will lose weight. But that weight is literally just fluid because we're about 50 to 60%, maybe 65, 70% water or fluid between our blood, between the water and our muscles and all that kind of fun stuff. So you'll start to lose water. But the second you drink fluids, you replenish. Oh, what's up, Busy? Hey, thank you for the welcome back. So you drink fluids, you start to replenish and rehydrate. Now, what can happen is you wear the sauna suit and you work out, you might burn more calories because you're increasing your body temperature, and that increase in body temperature causes you to burn more calories. And if you stay in a calorie deficit and you're properly hydrating, then you can actually lose some extra body fat that you may not have if you didn't wear the sauna suit. But there's a very, very risky dynamic and balancing point at play here with this sauna suit, because if you're doing it for that reason, you can really risk your health. So and the reason I can speak to this is as a professional fighter, a retired fighter that would wear and do this and like do wrong and dangerous weight cuts. And then when I got more educated, my health and nutrition, then I would realize what's going on there. And dude, hit me with questions. I love questions. And if I can't answer it, I'll tag in somebody who can, or I'll come back and do research and answer those kind of questions. But I appreciate your like sharing that. And that's not saying that your dad was wrong either. Like maybe that was his intent. Like, hey, I'm going to wear the sauna suit. I'm going to burn more calories because I'm increasing body temperature and it's going to help me there. That's very much what could have happened. But the sauna suit itself is not going to help you directly burn body fat or body composition. Now, maybe there's actually research that's come out that is contradicting what I'm saying, and I would love to read that. I haven't seen anything on that yet. So like, this is speaking from what I understand and what I know from my experience, my health experience, my professional, my academic experience, and like working with people in this industry. But I'm always open. I could be wrong. So if you have information I don't have, again, I'm open too. Like just because I'm a professional in this doesn't mean I know everything. I know very, very, I know a small fraction of all the information that's out there. Anyways, we'll keep it rolling right along here. But that's my 2 cents on it. So that's like a perfect example of where I think sometimes there's a misconception on what these products can do and what it can provide. Have you heard of anyone having quick results from applying hemorrhoid cream to the skin and wrapping in saran wrap like waist, legs? Ooh, so what I've seen, yes, not exactly hemorrhoid cream. Oh, what's up, Lewis? That's a great question, by the way, Vicky. So what I have seen, and I've even had family members join like MLMs around this kind of stuff, where they'll put a cream on their body and they'll saran wrap it. I don't even know what the active ingredients in the cream was. And that it will, like, you take a before and after picture, like half an hour before, half an hour after, it'll look like you're thinner. It'll look like you like lost weight or tightened up your skin. Now, depending on the cream, depending on what's going on there, it can actually change the elasticity or the tension of the skin. And again, I am not like a dermatologist or a specialist with the skin, but from my understanding of it, is what could be happening. What I always look at is use smart scales or like in-body scans, electrostatic weighing, anything like that looks at body composition, because you can manipulate how the body looks and it won't necessarily be long-term. Even with like the waist trainer, you can just tighten and like I could put pressure on my skin and then have it look different in 5 minutes. Like, look, it's red now, then what? Like that's just temporary. I don't know about hemorrhoid cream specifically. Maybe there's steroids in it, or maybe there's an active ingredient I'm unaware of. Could very well do it. But for me, those kinds of applications tend to be a short-term solution. But then again, I don't know. I'm not a dermatologist. That's not my specialty. What I do know is looking at body composition is a very helpful data point. Wrestlers used to do this and then run the track. Yeah, so like again, someone that like has cut weight, like there's a lot of like, dude, just because like they do it, like there's a lot of misinformation. Also, there's great wrestling coaches out there that have or boxing coaches that have old school techniques like spitting in a cup, not eating, not drinking. Like that will work, but is that good for you? Like what's happening is usually if they're using that, it won't like make them lose fat. It might just literally pull water out of their body. And that's probably what's happening. Thinking hemorrhoid cream may tighten. So here's the thing: even if hemorrhoid cream does tighten, which may or may not, I'm not sure what the like ingredients are and how it responds on a chemical level. I remember spitting in a cup. Yeah, exactly. Like that's another one. Like it's super dangerous, dude. Like so dangerous. And yeah, Lewis, in case I didn't say that before, but the component there is when we look at that, keeping in mind that it's ultimately they're trying to make weight for like a minute. Like all you got to do is make weight till you step on the scale. Then the second you're off the scale, you can hydrate, slam Gatorade, whatever people do. There's really unhealthy things I've seen done too. Like even on an elite professional in the UFC, on high levels of professional sports, like people do not so healthy strategies. And I understand why, because you have a lot of money on the line or you have prestige on the line. The downside is when it comes to combat sports, when you get hit in the head, when you dehydrate your body, you don't just dehydrate your muscles, you dehydrate your organs, you dehydrate your brain. And when you don't have the same kind of fluid to protect your brain, you can cause extreme damage to your brain, like long-term massive damage. It's very, very dangerous. Even in wrestling, because you're getting slammed, that can cause head trauma. It could be CTE around that. Even just like snap downs and like clubbing people, like all of that is so dangerous. Now, this is not to hate on wrestling or combat sports. I grapple. I'm a retired professional Muay Thai fighter. Like I live in this world. This is what I do. I still work with fighters to this day. I'm working with fighters right now for their weight cut for a fight they have coming up in June. So like this is you're talking my specialty here to a certain degree, but there's still so much unhealthy practices and there's still so much to be gained that yeah, I appreciate just you like bringing that up and the opportunity to chat into that. Like, dude, I'll circle back and we'll dig into this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly shift gears because now we're going to dig into the car fridge jumper, or not the car fridge, the car jumper cable system. Let's dig into this puppy. And Vicky, dude, I could literally, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm very passionate about this topic. So I could literally talk about this all day. So I like, again, I hope it doesn't come off the wrong way, but it's not to say like don't do it. Like, listen, if wearing a sauna suit makes you feel good and it psychologically helps you and you're properly hydrating, go for it. Like, there can be benefits to it. It's just you got to be very, very careful because you can hurt yourself too. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Fantech Apex charger and battery system. So this is a really cool and very functional tool that is great for, again, obviously jumping your car. Now, the cool thing I've gotten about this that's different than just jumping your car from somebody else's battery is because it's an external power source. And when you hook it up, it comes with those jumper cables. It will not damage this as a power source. Potentially in other situations, I've gotten from mechanics that if you jump it up to a cable to another person's car, it could potentially actually pull from their battery and not actually jump your car if it's too far gone. So that's just something I wanted to highlight and share with you guys. As you can see, the power source is right here. The cables plug right in on one side. On the other side, you also have a USB plug you can cable and plug it into, along with the lightning cable and power source. So very functional. I really think a versatile piece of equipment. Definitely recommend. Bam, y'all. All right. So, and again, Vicky, I'm just because like this, I have to go through a certain amount of products in this timeline, but like I'm happy to like dig into more around what we're talking about and keep tagging back and forth. But right now, you guys might have noticed I got my shades on right now. I got my Stunner shades on. So we got the Retro by Soho. I'm horrible at pronunciation. The oversized shades. These are the rounded style. They also have more like a squared style. I have those in my car. These are the pink with the brown gradient. They have, was it 18? I can't even see because, oh dang, 38% off. Whoa, I was like, am I reading that right? 38% off on these. So they're $12.99 right now. Again, like Gina always yells at me. Not yells at me, but she's like, dude, stop I like drop them on the floor and stuff just to show the durability of these types of glasses. I have a few different brands. I've used the Soho, the Stixus, and all of them I've been able to drop on the floor pretty routinely, and they're pretty durable. And that's why I like to share them with you guys. I'll be honest, this color isn't really my thing. These are Ashley's, but I'm just rocking them to display them for you guys. I like the black on black, or even like the aviator style, these are the oversized rounded, which are a little bit closer to the aviator style. Or we have the vintage square as well. These aren't the vintage square, but these are just another style by the same brand. I just wanted to share with you guys because they also have 30% off right now. Kind of going through the order. So I just want to share that. We got the Fit King. I already talked about the Fit King. Ooh, let's talk about the Mizio heated blanket, y'all. So one thing I actually want to do really quick is I just uploaded a bunch of videos to my Google Drive, and then I'm going to download them. We're going to upload some of these bad boys to my shoppable profile. So you guys will see some more shoppable videos coming up. And one of them is the Muley outdoor pillow. These are the outdoor ones. Boom. Let's save that puppy. And let's see what this is. Oh, that's a good one too. So guys, I'm going to be streaming again a third time today. I'm going for the hat trick. I'm going to be streaming around 7:45 Eastern time. I'm going to be talking about one of our sponsored products, as well as some other sponsored products that are just like miscellaneous things I'm going to share with you guys. Like I have a perfect putting kind of mat in green setup. That's pretty cool. Perfect. Let me just make it spell. Bam. All right. So, anywho's, let's dig into the Mizio heated blanket. This is a good one too. That's why I like to label. Like I'm trying to do a better job of actually like naming the videos. So now I'm going to try and search for the video. And I don't think I have the heated blanket like actually labeled. So it's going to be like that much harder to find. So that's why from moving forward, anytime I shoot more content, now I'm trying to do a better job, or not even trying, I'm doing a better job of labeling them. So it's easier to find. So I don't have to like go searching and be like, oh, it's like, cause like when you just make videos, if you don't name them, it's like IMG and then a number, or like MOV and then a number. And it's super hard to like decipher through like, where the hell is this content? So nowadays, trying to be a little bit smarter about that and name things so it's easier to find. All right, but so now I have this heated blanket though on my profile page as well, or on the Amazon profile. So let's play this bad boy. Also, I'm curious. Let me know if you guys can actually hear the audio. I want to try and experiment. I know you guys can hear me now, but I'm going to play this video and I'm going to have the audio on. Let me know if you can hear the audio. Like, can you guys hear that audio that I'm talking right now? Or do you just hear me like drinking right now? So I'm going to mute it. I'm curious if you guys heard a difference. Like, did you hear me talking in the first part of the video? I'm curious, like, if you guys are listening, if you're able to hear that, because then I'm like, all right, cool. I can let it do the talking. But I think when I'm screen sharing, it actually doesn't play the audio. So here I'm just kind of talking about, again, the controls with the 10 different intensity levels of heat, as well as it has 1 to 12 hours of a timer you can set it on. And this, I'm just kind of highlighting the length of the cable. It's about 6 feet. So you have to have it plugged in for the heat component of it to work. So I just wanted to highlight that for you guys. And it has varying sizes. And depending on the size, like this one's the smaller blanket, I believe it's the 50 by 60 size. And then there's also an 84 by 90, which is what I have in the video right now. But the one I've highlighted right now in the video is the 54 by 60, slightly different price point. And I did talk about the workout gloves, but I'm going to play the video one more time just because I know some other people joined in on the stream since I was highlighting this lightning deal. I want you guys to be able to take advantage of this bad boy because we got a lightning deal popping off on the workout gloves. So let's take advantage here. Bam. In this video, I'm going to be going over the Glow Fit workout gloves. As you can see, they have the cutoff fingers. And what this is really all about is having the actual grip support and this little like tactile material here that helps get you a better grip. Now, if you don't want calluses on your hands like oh, it didn't want to load. I have, or you feel like your grip is the failing point and you want to kind of be able to work past that, these types of gloves can be a great asset. The cool thing about them is also they have a nice stretchy material. They're breathable on the back, so you're not going to be able to necessarily get all that sweat and funk holding into them. But what I will say is when you're using these, this is not going to long-term improve your grip strength. You're relying on the actual material to help you grab that bar or whatever it is that you're grabbing. So the benefit is you can potentially lift more weight, which is going to help your gains. The downside is you may not be conditioning your hands and the grip itself. So just pros and cons there, but definitely a thumbs up if you want to be able to work these benefits. Bam, y'all, all about them bennies. Plus, again, it's got a lightning deal right now. So if you want to take good care of your hands, you don't have to worry about the calluses. This can be a great fit for you. And again, they will help you get more results if you increase the weight because of that, but it may be a limiting factor on your grip strength. So it's just like, again, there's always like pros and cons to consider for everything. It's not like, hey, everything only has pros. I mean, some things maybe, I don't really have a good example of anything that'll just have pure pros off the top of my head, but usually there's going to be pros and cons to everything. So yeah, so let's keep it rolling right along. Sorry guys, now that the coffee I had before and the Celsius I'm drinking is kicking in, so now I'm getting like really hyped up. So I talked about the oversized shades. I'm just kind of going through some other different types of styles. Ooh, we got the Talico massage gun. So I just did a video on this. I'm like downloading it right now in a zip file. So let's see if I can unpack this bad boy and save it right here. Let's open it. Boom. And then what I'm going to do, wait for it. Then I'm going to see if I can upload it and play it for us right now. This would be perfect timing. Check this timing if this works out. Boom. Good. And now because I actually named them, I don't have to go searching for it. It'll be right there for me. Let's see. This should be perfect timing. Check this out. Oh, yeah. Look at this. In this video, we're looking at the Talico percussion massage gun, the EM26 model. And as you can see, it comes with a pretty awesome massage case. Now, I actually just flipped it upside down, so you can see it's a little scattered over here. But let's break down what's coming. It comes with the actual massage gun itself. You got some great attachment heads as well. You can easily slide in right here on the front. And as you can see, it has the outlet plug, super easy to plug in and charge and get set up. You don't even have to keep it plugged in. Once it's charged, it's good to go. And then you have the varying attachment head options that have a variety of uses for each muscle group that we have in our body that we can see right here. My personal favorite, honestly, is the kind of bullet head style option, super versatile with a small surface area. But the cool thing is you don't actually need to be an expert on this. It actually comes with a manual that'll tell you, hey, which attachment you should use for which part of your body. And then it has a great carrying case. Definitely a thumbs up. Highly recommend and easy to use. And boom, y'all. So like, see, perfect timing. It was like perfect timing. Sometimes it just works out that way where I have good timing on that kind of stuff. And I'm actually just uploading a bunch of the shoppable videos. I got some published up yesterday and I'm uploading a bunch. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 that are uploading that are drafts right now. So by hopefully the end of today, you'll see 10 new products uploaded on my Coach Mike profile page. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So I kind of highlighted the other Talico massage gun just so I could cross compare because they have discounts, 32% off on one. This one has 39% off. So this is the lowest price point of the Talico. It's $73.09. But now let's dig into some lights. This is another one that I have a shoppable video for that's still draft. It's not saved yet. So you should be able to, let's see if I can actually find. This is where, like, again, maybe I did actually. Yeah, I did name it. Look at that. In this video, we're looking at the RGB-based colored lights. Now, whenever I see this kind of style, I always think the holidays, but this isn't just for the holidays. This can be for really any time of year. And the thing I want to highlight for these is not only the cool remote control option on it and the Bluetooth integration where you can not only turn it on and off, but you can change the different colors and go through different types of modes as well. So you can change to have it respond, have different timings, audio cues. But from the actual material itself, these are going to be a little bit more durable and resistant. They're not going to be completely shatterproof, but they're going to be shatter resistant. And from my experience, I've even dropped these accidentally and they've been good to go, stepped on them. I'm not saying you should do that, but they've been very durable. Another thing I really like about these is check out this little hook feature. So
to hang them up and to set them up makes it a little bit easier with that feature from my experience. But as you can tell, again, great colors, super durable, weather resistant. You can leave them outside even. And I just think they're definitely a thumbs up, whether for the holidays or any time of year. Cheers, y'all.
Boom, everybody. And boom. So we got, again, that breakdown. Ooh, I forgot I'm saving my Celsius energy drink right now as well. I'm going to upload that puppy. And I'm just going to go through and organizing my videos. It's constantly just like chipping away, getting a little bit more organized, setting things up. So it's just easier to kind of like navigate this stuff for you guys. And then you get a better experience, hopefully, from me being more organized. Which it makes my life easier. It makes your experience better. So it's like a win-win for everybody involved. So just slowly kind of getting through, because I have over 150 shoppable videos that I've done that are on my phone or somewhere on my computer. So it's like organizing all of these, naming them, classifying them. I still have to go through my lists and do a better job of like organizing, like, hey, this is for the gym. This is for like lighting. This is for like massage and self-care, recovery. This is for, bathroom, hygiene, sleep. Like I'm going to create categories like that. So I'm curious if you guys have requests that you would find helpful for all of them. I'm happy to do that as well. You just let me know what you think would be helpful and I'll facilitate that puppy for you guys. Excuse me. So with that being said, let's keep it rolling. We got the LED mirror light. This is a portable one that you can not only, I actually have it right here because this is one that I realized I didn't have the video properly filed for it. And the cool thing I like about it, comes in a pack of 2, comes with this like attachable little frame right here. So you can actually screw this into the wall, but it also has like a sticky adhesive kind of part on it. So if you don't want to screw into your walls and like hold it in that way, you could just kind of stick it onto the wall. It's not going to be as strong as obviously screwing it and anchoring it into the wall, but you got 3 different level lights of intensity and you just tap it on the top, turns it off. You got your plug-in charging port right here. So you don't have to keep it plugged in, by the way. Obviously, it's working without it, but when the battery dies, plug that bad boy in. You can keep it plugged in the whole time if you like. I don't personally like the wire, so I don't like to keep this plugged in. I keep one of them right here on my desk in case I ever need the light. I always like, that's one thing I learned when I was younger, when we would have like power outages and stuff, is always have like a flashlight or a light nearby that is good to go. And now we have our phones, but let's say your phone's not charged. Have flashlights and batteries and things like that. And with that being said, I'll kind of slide on over to another light. This is the motion sensor light that I have. And this one I actually did save and have properly labeled. So we'll dig into this one next. Wait for it. Kind of building the suspense here. And boom.
So in this video, we're going over the dual pack sensor lights. And as you can already see, just by waving my hand over that sensor, they turn on and off. This is a dual pack. And the way it comes in the set is you have your cable you plug into the outlet. You have a short cable option, or they do come with a longer cable option, depending on how you want to space these out. I just think it's super cool that, again, just by waving my hand in front, it can turn it on, but you can also dim and control the intensity of the light. So these can be a great option, again, in a workspace, in your bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, whatever that looks like. And then when you look at the actual surface of it, very thin, nice and flat, and they give you a really good amount of light. So definitely a thumbs up and a recommend. And I think it's just a cool piece of technology, honestly, for them. Thumbs up for sure.
Samuel. And again, if you guys got questions on any of this stuff, let me know. I'm happy to break it down more. I feel like what I try and do when I make these videos, and I'm curious if this makes sense to you guys, is I try and anticipate like what questions you might have with a product like this. And then I try and answer those questions or things that I think might be important that I noticed about the product. So hopefully there's not questions, but please let me know if like, hey, Mike, you can improve your videos by doing this, or you can improve your live streams by doing this. Like, I clearly don't have all the answers and have everything figured out. So I love any insight or anything you guys like to share with me. I like, even before, I even appreciate you guys. And hopefully, Vicky, I got to be honest, if you're still watching, I don't want it to come across like I was like either picking on you or trying to like foo-foo what you were saying or what your dad was doing. Cause like clearly it worked for him. So I'm not saying it wasn't the right thing, or it's not about right or wrong. I just think sometimes we like have misinformation on things. And I do too, honestly. Like, there's still things I have misinformation on. That's why I always like, I'm going to a business conference this week for the business side of fitness coaching and things to like improve on my own skills. And then I'm constantly doing continuing education for my health coaching certification and credentials. I have constant continuing education for my strength coaching, like constantly seeking out knowledge and information. So I'll always open to anything you guys have or requests. And sometimes I'm like, I'm too close. And as a professional in this industry, I don't always have, the memory to be like, hey, this is what it's like when we're first starting. Like, I'm so far removed from when I first started. It's almost 20 years since I lost my initial weight and transformed my life and my body, that like sometimes I lose touch with what it might feel like. So I just want you guys to know, like, I appreciate the ish out of you, and I just love you guys engaging. And then Vicky here, I'm not in any way, you're all good. I appreciate that, Vicky. Like, I just like, I don't know, man. I don't want it to come across like, I don't like people that, not that I don't like, let me reword that. I find it sometimes a big turnoff, and it can drive away people when you're like, you come off as a know-it-all, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to share my experience, and I could be wrong too. Like, that's the other thing. Like, take all this with a grain of salt. Like, what do I know? So I appreciate you're just like, you hanging out and also chatting and asking questions and sharing your experience. And Busy, you're a good guy and you like to learn things. Thanks, Busy. Yeah, like that's a guy. I'd like to think I'm a good guy. Goal's working on becoming a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to become epic. And yeah, I love learning things. And so that's why you guys, that's the crazy. I can't, you know, remind you guys and emphasize this enough. Like, I learn from everybody every day. Like, I learn something from you guys every day. And it's really important to me to constantly be able to learn and gain information from every perspective and angle. So yeah, with that being said, let's get the initial force dumbbell video rocking.
In this video, we're looking at the initial force adjustable dumbbell. Now, the cool thing about this is it's not only going from 15 to 55 pounds, but look at how we adjust it. You have a turn of the knob, and then bam, that's how you're going to be adjusting the weight. And then it literally just slides right out, slide back in. Again, adjust the weight, click it into place, and same thing. Now, one thing I want to show you is how is this working? These two little nodules right here are actually activating as springs, or as little presses on these springs right here that are the locking mechanism. So that's what keeps it safe. Super easy. From my experience, this handle is the fastest to swap out. Definitely a recommend. Now, this is also a single dumbbell when you order them. So if you want a complete set of two, you're going to have to order two of them. Definitely a thumbs up though.
Boom. And I can't emphasize that enough. Vicky, I forgot if it was you that said this, but like, I feel like sometimes when you look at adjustable dumbbells, some of the wording can get confusing, right? So when it says adjustable dumbbell set, to me, a set is like two or more, or like comes in a set of two. Uh-oh, what happened to my live stream? They violated or prohibiting offensive gestures or language. I don't know. Well, apparently my video got taken down on Amazon because I said something off. I wonder what happened. All right, well, we're still live on all the other platforms, so I'm going to see if I can get this video to go again. Maybe because I said ish. Let's see. I'll get this bad boy back up. And so we're at like 47. So, man, I wonder what I said. Don't worry. We're going to get back on, though, y'all. We're going to get back on. Let's bring this puppy back up. Boom. Preview. We should be able to go live. I think I'll be able to go live. I wonder what I said. Maybe I did offend somebody. I don't know, y'all. What do you guys think? Oh, tell me this isn't working. Let's close it out. Open it back up. See what we got, y'all. Here we go. Waiting for live stream. What happened? There we go. I don't know. I'm going to give this a minute while we're kind of streaming here, y'all. I don't know what happened there. I feel bad, though. Oh, you know what? It's probably because it got taken down. I might have to take out and add this back. Oh, there we go. We're back. And we're back. Bam, y'all. All right, so we're back. We're back on Amazon. I don't know what happened, guys. I think I said something off, or maybe because I said, I don't know. I don't know what I said, but it said I violated by having like an offensive gesture or language. So my bad if I offended anybody or anything that I might have said. So let me just kind of check in. Boom, boom, boom. Drop again my messages for anyone that I'll give it a minute to let people kind of tag back in. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll get it. I just get so passionate sometimes that maybe I just like let some words slip that I didn't know about. I don't know what happened though. So you know what? I got to take a screenshot of that last one, update this, and then I'll tag back in. Again, if you guys are joining back in, I'm going to play the initial force video. Oh, what's up? Yeah, Luda, you're super offensive. Do you think it's because... Oh, do you think it might be? Maybe because it's actually might be the podcast branding. Yeah, but we have it like blurred out. I think it's because I actually said the S word. I think I might have, but I said it somewhat censored, so maybe that was it. But apparently I am super offensive. I don't know. Luda, I bet you it was you. Did you report me? Also, bro, I was rocking out to your playlist on the past live stream. So good, man. So good. I just wanted you to know that. I'm actually going to put it back on. Maybe that was it. Maybe I heard the music in the background or something. I don't know. Yeah, so let's see what actually. So this live stream and any contribution have been ended because its content violated our policy prohibiting offensive gestures or language. So I wonder if this also gets taken down again. Then I'm going to say, to your point, Luda, it's maybe because the name that's in the image. I don't know. I got to ask Amazon. That's what's sometimes hard. I love the platform that I have here with Amazon, but it's sometimes hard to know, and there's not very clear communication on what the dealio is with some things. So that's definitely, if I could give Amazon feedback for you, it would definitely help to have clearer communication on what we're doing or not doing that's getting stuff in trouble. Where I'll throw some more tunes in there for you. Yeah. So speaking of which, let's rock out right now, Luda. We gonna rock out right now.
In this video, we're looking at the Initial Force adjustable dumbbell. Now, the cool thing about this is it's not only going from 55 pounds, but look at how we adjust it. You have a turn of the knob, and then bam, that's how you're going to be adjusting the weight. And then it literally just slides right out, slide back in. Again, adjust the weight, click it into place. And same thing. Now, one thing I want to show you is how is this working? These two little nodules right here are actually activating as springs or as little presses on these springs right here that are the locking mechanism. So that's what keeps it safe. Super easy. From my experience, this handle is the fastest to swap out. Definitely a recommend. Now, this is also a single dumbbell when you order them. So if you want a complete set of two, you're going to have to order two of them. Definitely a thumbs up, though.
Oh, yeah, Luda. We rocking out now. All right. So I'm just sending a message also to my media team to let them know, like, hey, we got our thing cut off. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Let's see what happens. But this beat, Luda, music will sometimes get you flagged for copyright or language, maybe, but weird. Yeah, dude, like even that, I don't think, because I wasn't playing it when it got taken down, now that I think about it. So I'm hoping it's not that, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's also, now we got the music. I literally just also shot some content on this as well. So let's actually play some of this video and see how it works. Here we go. Outdoors. We got the outdoor pillowcase.
In this video, we're looking at Mulet's outdoor pillows. These are the hypoallergenic, and these are in a varying degree of sizes. I have the 22 by 22 size. And the thing I love about these, because they're meant for outdoors, you can actually not worry about when it's the rain, they're water resistant, so they're gonna hold up, as well as being hypoallergenic. So for those of you that have allergies like I do, or you just wanna be mindful and consider your friends that have allergies, definitely a thumbs up. Great for the outdoors, comfy for our sofas, couches, things like that. And you don't have to worry about it because of that water resistant factor. Highly recommend.
Bam, y'all. So now let's look at the indoor. And again, these are hyperallergenic as well. So Luda, for those allergies, right? Me and you, we got them allergies. This is a perfect option for that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let me just look and see. What's this video? Is this video not working? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. All right, we're gonna move this. We're gonna clean all this stuff up. Let's move. Bada bang and bada boom, y'all. All right, so we've got that. Now we'll go to, this is another set of outdoor. That's the 2-pack. Now let's go to the indoor pack. Beat Saber is the cure for all allergies. Dude, I'm actually, so I was just talking about this on the other stream too. So I'm going to start, listen, man, if you end up getting Quest, we should totally game. And then we can screen share and screencast that. And then I can live stream us playing and talking about how awesome Quest 2 is in Beat Saber on Amazon live streams. Like that's definitely something that you could even do on my LOF channel. And I'll pay you per hour to just like play Beat Saber and talk about products, man. Like seriously, like message me. We'll talk about this after. But for realsies, that'll be like a fun, cool thing, in my humble opinion. Then again, not a doctor. What do I know? What do I know, y'all? All right, so we got that. We got the indoor. Let's upload the indoor version of the video now, or of the Muley pillows.
In this video, we're looking at the Muley 2-pack.
Do I have too many videos and stuff going on? Definitely have too many videos open. This just straight up freeze. Uh-oh.
2-pack stripe pillowcase. These are the hypoallergenic, and the cool thing about these, they have varying sizes. You can go with a different angle degree. They're square shaped, but you can get the right size that fits for you. The thing I like about them is obviously not only the hypoallergenic component. For me, having allergies, especially growing up a kid, that's a massive plus, but also the durability of them as well. And the cool thing is for these, all you're going to do is you're going to kind of just fluff them up when you first get them. Do that for a couple minutes, and then you just pat them out, and they are good to go. So definitely a thumbs up and a recommend, especially for those of you that have allergies, or you want to be considerate of your friends that have allergies and have a hypoallergenic option.
I am. It's all about that friend consideration, right, Luda? You know what's up. All right, so got that. We'll kind of see what's going down here. All right, so we got all these drafts set up. Now I just got to publish all this fun stuff. We're getting the content organized. We rocking and rolling, y'all. So now we've got the Wi-Fi based projector. Luda, this was the projector I was telling you about too. Let's do a little screen share here. Share our projector.
In this video, I'm going to be going over the VecuPro projector. It shoots in 1080p or projects in 1080p. Now, to be transparent with you guys, this was actually sent to me for free, but they are not paying me to say any particular perspective, but share my own experience. Here you can see what it's coming with, the manual, the setup, and the cool thing you can see right from here is that not only can you project by having HDMI plugged in, but you can actually sync it up to all your favorite streaming accounts. Netflix, you have Bluetooth integration. You can also use the plug-in options here as well. And I wanted to just show you guys how easy it is to focus. We have the focus right up here, and I'm actually projecting it onto the wall right now, just to give you guys an idea of what the quality will look like, because I imagine that's a question. You can mirror your iPhone, iPad, you can hook up your gaming device to this. You can have so many fun things, and I'm actually gonna do some live streaming with this experience, so it should be a lot of fun. Definitely a thumbs up, y'all. Easy to use. I set it up in less than 5 minutes.
Bam. All right, just dropping some messages here. All right, so boom. Pull that out. Let's keep it rolling right along, y'all. Now, and also there's 15% off on that projector right now. So sweet. Let's take advantage of that puppy. Also, let's dig into some shorts here. Got some shorts. You know what I realized? I gotta consolidate all my videos, man. Got too many videos in too many places. They're all over, bruh. Get these compression shorts rocking. Uh-oh, the video's not playing. Having trouble. Let's re-upload this puppy. Let's upload this puppy. Here we go.
So
Here we go.
I've been
Here it is.
I actually did a workout prior to this. And I have them on right now because I wanted to show you guys from a like function perspective and a fit, but also just give you my thoughts on. We'll lock on the camera here so they'll move with me. So
Sorry, I'm just laughing at a funny story a friend of mine just sent me. Why is this not loading? What's going on? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's reload this video. I might have just too many.
So for the shorts, I've been like kind of putting these to the test. I actually did a workout prior to this, and I have them on right now because I wanted to show you guys from a like function perspective and a fit, but also just give you my thoughts on. We'll lock on the camera here so they'll move with me. So the cool thing I want to show you guys right off the bat is the compression pants and this little sleeve that comes with it. This is what I knew I got caught on something. So the the kind of pocket here, which is really cool underneath the compression, as well as the pockets that you have here on the sides. Got the little back pocket here, which I think is, again, really cool. Like, this is my 2 cents. I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for 2 different types. I'm using them for like during workouts, which I did earlier. And I wouldn't actually wear these as much in jiu-jitsu only because of the pockets. You know, even though it's not a huge deal, and this one even has a zipper, so I wouldn't wear these for like grappling just because you don't want to have like zippers and stuff on people's faces or bodies or anything like that and get scraped and cut up. But great for like yoga, training, hiking, fitness type stuff. And the fit's really good. The compression underneath, I love having that compression underneath and that fit, and being able to have this cool little pocket that you can kind of dig into there as well. I haven't thrown these in the wash yet, so I'm going to kind of let you guys know on that. And with that being said, what I also wanted to do is I'm going to actually demonstrate the battle ropes here as well that I got, because again, I was doing a workout with these this morning, and I wanted to just show you guys a little bit of the options. Now, what I will say with these battle ropes is the cool thing about them is not only like the function, but it also comes with, like, let's say you don't have a squat rack or something like that you can anchor it down with. These also come with.
Oh, did it just freeze? Don't you freeze on me. You know what? That's actually kind of like perfect timing anyway, because then it's going to start to go into the battle ropes. And you guys, I don't have that in the carousel, so we're not going to dig into that. Let me just send Ashley a message. Also, let me know, am I lagging on your end, guys? Because it's freezing a little bit on my end, and I'm not sure if it's because of my internet and Ashley's on a call right now. So I'm not sure if it's that or if it's something else that's going on, or maybe it's just you guys aren't seeing it. So let me know if you guys are seeing a little bit of lag and everything. Looking flights. What do you guys think? Is it my internet freezes a lot, so wasn't sure if it was mine or yours. I think it's mine. You are freezing some. Yeah, so I think it's my internet. I'm going to have to close out some windows. I think I got too many things open right now. Let me close out. I have my Telegram open. So let me close all windows. If I close. Okay, so I'll close out Telegram, and then I'm going to close out. Let's see if I close this out. See if that helps. Let me know if this is helping, y'all, if it's still getting a little freezy or what's going down. We're going to fix the centers out. No, it's all right. So I'm just going to close out of it. It's looking like it's getting a little laggy lag. We don't want that. Even that's getting a little laggy poos. Oh, there we go. That should be helpful. Sorry, I was just sending some messages too to see if Ash or anyone else is watching, if it's getting laggy on their end. All right, so let's keep it moving. We're going to dig into Geek Chef air fryer toaster combo. You know what time it is. Let's go.
So just to dig in here a little bit. To highlight, I wanted to have 2 different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mangoes. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like,
I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings like with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store, straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster, threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through, I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one, so you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and do all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef air fryer toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome, because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like, I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective, I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do was, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is going to be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time, and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now, and I'm going to slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys want to see that and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils, and being able to have the versatility it can provide with so many different things.
Bam, y'all, and bam. So let's keep it rolling right along. And again, we're going to be getting in a kind of more of a routine as we get more of our coaches on board. So here's the interesting thing about Amazon. Like, I was surprised Amazon even had a live streaming platform. Not a lot of people really know about this platform, and our coaches, we're still working on educating them and working them on how to use this system. So we have great nutrition coaches, great strength coaches, great trainers, and all those things, but they're not super familiar with streaming on Amazon like they are on Facebook and other platforms. So we're working on educating, our team. So the more we get our team on board with it, the more you're going to see amazing content, live streaming meal prep, live streaming workouts. The goal is to have daily content on both this channel with me and have some of my team, but also on the LOF, the Life of a Fighter and Lifestyle of Fitness coaches and channels, because I want to have daily content out for you guys. And the goal is, especially with LOF, the brand, that's why I made it a brand that's separate of me, because then I don't have to actually be producing all the content, because we want to hear other people. I want to have other experiences, other insight, because the more I can have other coaches share with you, the more knowledge hopefully we could share, the more experience, the more perspective, and it just adds ultimately value at the end of the day. That's how I look at it. So let me know if you guys have requests on content, and anyone that's out there, if you guys enjoy this stuff or you want to tag and collaborate, let me know and feel free to reach out. I'm always looking for different ways to just deliver the best quality content and impact lives at the end of the day. That's what it's all about, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go back to, let's go to our content. Boom, look at that. Yeah, here we go. All right, so now we've got.
So I was really excited to get this one because let's just take a look at the external aspects of it. First off, clutch design, because it comes with some like cup holder position here. It's got 4 of them. It also comes with a nice grippy, grainy kind of texture over here. So if you want to set something down on it, it's going to kind of help it from sliding. This is particularly meant for the car. So with that being in mind, let's say you have this in the back seat or your center console space or however you have it set up, being able to have something that's kind of textury, especially when you're moving, you don't have to worry about it sliding. Whether it's, I'm putting my phone on it, or maybe I'm putting a sandwich, depending on if you're eating in your car, whatever's going on there. This can be a really cool feature and option. Now, let's look at the inside stuff, because I'm sure that's what you guys are most excited about. This one I'm pretty pumped about to just test out the space. Oh, also, before we even get into that, let's highlight you have this LED screen right here, so you can control different settings, looking at the temperature, being able to turn it on and off. And speaking of, let's kind of unpack some of this stuff. I actually kept some of the stuff in here so I can showcase you guys. It comes with all the plugs, the electrical setups, as your manual, of course. But this one is like just super spacey. So being able to, like, let's just check this out. Being able to drop in your drinks and whatnot in here, being able to even pull that out and just putting things right in that space. And then just maybe we drop our lid right on top of it if you don't want to worry about it like kind of sloshy moving around. That's the freezer space. And then off to the side right here, I'll show you from the other angle, you have your refrigerator space. So that's the other actual cool aspect to me, is being able to have like separate compartments for the temperature. So you can have it a little bit cooler in the freezer, have it a little bit warmer in the refrigerator, and kind of keep things separate there. And the amount of space that you have, especially in that freezer, is just really awesome. And again, you have your plugins and all your ports so that, again, you can plug it into your car charger, whatever you want to do there to have it set and running, and the compressor side of it. It just opens up a lot of versatility and function to it with your cables and with all your wiring and your setup. And then we have our second box here, digging into a little bit more with even putting on the handles and whatnot, which I didn't even do. I wanted to actually show all of you guys this. And then what I'm going to do is probably do an extra B-roll footage to break that down a little bit more. But so far, like, I think this is just absolutely awesome. And from the size of it and the function of it, I'm really pumped.
Bam, y'all. So what I want to do too, I've got about probably like 20 more minutes on this stream. Vicky, we were talking about the waist trainer and sauna suit, and I know there was actually a bunch of like viewers seemed to jump on that, so I wasn't sure if it was because of the topic or what. So I want to circle back to that if you guys are down. I just have a couple more products we're going to get into. We're going to look at the Govee light bars. These actually have 15% off right now, so I'll highlight these. And there's a couple other things we're going to get into, and then I want to spend a little bit more time, as I knock everything over, a little bit more time on that topic, because it seemed like could just be the timing of everything. It seemed like there was some interest in it, and like, again, I like talking about this stuff, so if you guys don't want to hear about it, you let me know.
Now again,
too.
for these Govee light bar setup, the cool thing is, again, it has a vertical holder. You could just slide this right in, or it has an adhesive on the back. You can kind of rest it horizontally on the wall or just have it facing straight up. Now you might notice I have it just on the regular reading mode because I want the lighting feature for my actual content creation right now. But this has an app you can download. I can pull it up on my phone, and I'm actually going to show you guys in real time how you can adjust it. Because the cool thing is with this, it's not only like a set light that, you know, isn't kind of dynamic, but this actually has like audio settings where I just change the coloring, and now based on me talking, see how it's changing the rhythm and the pattern? I can put it on vivid and change how it moves, put it on rhythm, put it on strike, put it on vibrate. And cool thing I use this for is like working out, honestly. So when I'm training, being able to put on a music or a playlist, having it connect to my phone, and then having the music to match that actually really helps me from like a visual standpoint to get kind of amped up. As well as the cool thing, this has a camera that comes with it. You can sync it up to your TV or your monitor or whatever kind of screen you want to use it, and then you can put it on video mode. So like right now, I'll put it on video mode, and I have it set up on my monitor. My monitor has like a bluish purple background, so you can kind of see that's what it's displaying, and it's picking up on my audio. But if I had like an action scene going on, or I was playing video games, it even has a gaming mode. It has a split screen mode so that it can pick up different inputs from like the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. This thing's, again, it's just got so much versatility, and I think it's so cool. I just highly recommend it from the fun and the function standpoint.
Bam, y'all. Bam. All right, let me just double check to see if this person got that. Amazon, let's see, giveaway, boom. And now we're going to move on to the next piece. We got the light bars. Now we got the Kufandi shorts. We'll dig into that, and then we're going to circle back to that waist trainer too. Don't you worry. We're going to get there. Let's check out the shorts.
So I'm pretty pumped about the shorts. I've got them on now. What I will say, just as a cross comparison, I've had both the shorts by this brand that have the compression layer underneath, as well as these that don't have the compression layer underneath. I'll be honest, I always lean in favor compression underneath, but depending on what you're looking for, if that's important to you or not, that's a variable to consider. But other than that, these are really solid, good material. I worked out in them earlier. They fit comfortably. One thing I will highlight though is just for like phone reference. Like this is the only thing I will give them. I still think they're great. I'll give them a slight like knock on. Is you can fit your phone in here, but to me, I kind of have to like navigate it in a little bit. The cool thing I like about these though, because of that though, is they have the zipper component of it. So if your phone's kind of a little bit bigger, like I got the iPhone 12, whatever kind of option, I don't even know, or just a bigger phone in general, that's something to consider. But you can zipper up your pants, which is pretty solid, so you don't have to worry, again, about your phone, your keys, or whatever falling out of your pocket, whether it's in the middle of a workout, you're running, hiking, things like that. So these are great, again, athletic and active branded shorts. And now the true test is going to be throwing them into multiple washes, which I'll come back and I'll kind of update you guys with as I do that to see if any fraying or anything like that kicks in. But so far, it's been really solid.
Bam. And since I've made this video, I've actually thrown them in the wash quite a few times, and they've held up really, really well. There's been no fraying. There's been no issues. So I just wanted to update you guys and share that last piece of the perspective. So definitely a thumbs up, not only for the quality of them, but also how they've held up going into the wash as well, which I guess also speaks to the quality, right? So just adding that piece onto it. We're getting into the home stretch here with a couple more products. I talked about the Mizio. Let's do the Quinier leg massager. That one I should have ready to go. So I'm just like organizing a couple things. Got that one. Boom. Boom. Also, Busy, are you still on, by the way? Because I was just going through my notes and I realized I'm still, I got the mystery box ready to go out. It hasn't been sent or picked up yet. I just want to give you the heads up. It's going to be going out today. So I got your address and everything. I just also sent you an invite to the nutrition course as well. So just a heads up on that. I just wanted to keep you posted because I'm heading to Nashville tomorrow. So going to get this sent out today. Otherwise, it's going to wait until I get back from Nashville. And I don't want to do that to you. So I'm going to make sure I get it sent out. If that sounds good, you tell me. If you're still here in the chat, you let me know what's up. But with that being said, let's see if I can actually pull up my leg massager. Hold on. No, that's not it. That's not the right thing. Wait for it. Wait for it. All right, so I'm going to kind of skip over this just for a second to go over the SmoothSat scooter and some of the other content I have on here. And just kind of organize some of this beautiful content and beautiful video because now I've got everything kind of consolidated into one place. So it should be a little bit easier to navigate and find all this good stuff. Oh, I realize I have the waist trainer here. So you know what? I'm going to highlight that because I was talking about that before. Let's bring this puppy up. Whoop. Let me pull this up. Let's talk about this puppy. Kind of share it right here. Wait for it. There we go.
And the biggest thing for these waist trainers is I like two components to highlight. All right, I held up one finger. Two things to highlight. One is the ability to help you facilitate sweating. Okay, this is definitely, especially with the inner liner material, it's gonna help you facilitate some sweat, which if, again, you wanna you have to cut weight for an event, like for my fighter, my combat-based athletes out there, my weight-based athletes, this can be a helpful tool. As well as, again, what I do like is it can be a great tactile cue, so you can have this, you can kind of hook it in, has 14 different rows of hooks to hold it in place and afterward a zipper getting hot or anything like that. Just rubbing up against you, feeling any kind of awkward. But this can be also a great tactile, physical cue to help, you know what, I don't have the best posture, let's say.
Oh, don't you freeze on me now, video. Just when I open up
You put this on, it can help just remind you, I should have that little bit of posture, that little tactile cueing. The one thing I will say when it comes to both that tactile physical cue, whether it comes to like wearing it to get some sweat out of your body, this is not by itself going to magically get you a six-pack though. I will say that. Like, you actually have to still be in a calorie deficit. You still have to like exercise your core. You still have to get that work in. You still have to be mindful of what you're putting into your body and all that fun stuff. But this can be a great tool to help facilitate, again, if you have to lose some water weight for like a weight-based event, for like my combat athletes out there, this could be something you leverage in addition to like a sauna suit or something like that. Or if you want to just have a good tactile cue for your posture at the end of the day, this can be a great option for you. So I highly recommend that. And that's it. Y'all give them a thumbs up.
So there's a little bit on it. So again, I'm going to kind of keep this highlighted because I know we were talking about it before and it had a little bit of a hot topic to it. Not hot topic, but like I know there was some topics and talking points that came up on it. I'm also going to highlight the sauna suit because that was one we were talking about before. But I'll happily, as I keep knocking over everything and hitting all the buttons, kind of happily dig into. So if Vicky, if you're still on, you want to dig into it more, anyone else that's like on, you want to hear and dig into this more, I'll happily elaborate on this. And kind of dig into it where it makes sense, or answer any questions, whatever that looks like. I'm happy to just be a resource, add value, and kind of dig into perspective on that. I swear I could talk, y'all. I swear. Some days maybe it's just easier than others. I don't really know. All right. So I'm going to kind of leave that open. That's kind of what we're going to bring it home with, y'all. So we'll kind of bring it home with this piece of it. If there's not as many questions, that's cool. I'll go back through some of the other products and highlight things, but I figured it's a good opportunity to just kind of dig into, hey, there's, and it's not just on these products, but especially in my opinion, on these products, there can be a lot of misconception and misinformation on what works, what doesn't, what's the benefits to it, where it can be used. Like, you can do with it whatever you want with it, but just to me, in my opinion, there's definitely going to be certain components. Still freezing. I don't have any questions at the moment. Thank you though. Yeah, whoop whoop. All right, awesome, Busy. And yeah, Busy, just a heads up. I was saying before that I was going through my emails. I still have you on the list to send out. You have your mystery box heading your way. I just sent you a access to the nutrition course as well, just as part of the giveaway that you won. And I'll get the mystery box out to you and package today, because otherwise it's not going to happen until I get back. Hold on, let me just see what Ashley said. So dope, can't wait. Hey, I thought we said later in the month when Lena finishes school because she has her dancer side. Right. Wait. The first week of May. One, either way. Boom. Either way, excited. All right. So let's see if we got questions. How do I get into the nutrition course? So I send you an email that'll give you access to it. It should say, hey, you've been invited to it. And then if you just check your email, you should be able to click on it. If that doesn't work, I can resend it because it looks like I sent it to that Gmail account. And you'll get an email for the masterclass as well as the nutrition course. So check your email. If you don't see an invite in your email, let me know here in the chat and I can resend it or get it set up for you. But yeah, it looks like Amelia's Memorial, so that's a pricier week. Yeah, exactly. Ryan knows what's up. Shout out to Ryan, my homie. All right, cool. Got it. Yay. And again, like, any feedback you have, any requests, questions, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to even grant access to other people you think could benefit from it. But with all that being said, let's play our Smooth Sat Scooter. Let's see if I can actually find it here now that I've got the I've got everything in one place. It's going to be easier to organize these things. This is what I love, y'all. Oh, why are there no image? There we go. Maybe I didn't download it. That's the other piece too, is realizing like what did I not download? That's okay. That's why we got the backup. So we're talking about that scooter. Let's highlight reusable hot packs, and then we got the yoga bench as well. So if you guys have questions on any of those products, I'll go through them. Otherwise, I'm going to hang out with you guys for like 5 or so more minutes, just kind of hang out, just chill, bring it home. And then I will be back one more time for the hat trick today at 7:45 Eastern time, doing another sponsored stream. It's going to be digging into the spring cleaning and fitness checklist. I've got a sponsored product, a humidifier we're going to talk about. And then we're going to talk about just like a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, some fun things I got in, things for the spring, and it'll just be a fun, I'm probably gonna do it for about an hour or so. It'll be a good time. I'm excited. And then, oh yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, busy. Whoop, whoop. What else? I'm trying to think what else. So I'm trying to see if you guys have any questions on any other kind of stuff, not just you busy, but anybody else. I just always appreciate you hanging out, chatting with me, hanging, all the funsies. It's always good times. And yeah, just always like just trying to add value and deliver for you guys, whatever that looks like. You know what I mean? Not mean. All right, so let's pull up. Bam. Let's check our videos. Oh, here we go. I'm definitely logged into the wrong thing now. There we go. And then do you suggest any food allergy testing in case you have some food problems? Ooh, yeah, definitely do. So I have actually, I don't know if I have this on the shoppable video, but I have this on my list. Let me actually pull up. I'll put a link in the chat. I do recommend doing food sensitivity tests so you can see what you can be sensitive to. There's a variety of different brands, variety of different options. I do personally have my own favorites that I've used and that I just kind of like, but really it's all about what you think is going to be best for you. And I'll actually share though the particular food sensitivity test that I like. See if I can find it really quick. I know I have it here somewhere on my ideas list. I'm actually just scrolling through. There it is, the Everlywell. Let's share. Boom. Copy link. Here we go. So that should be it right there. But it's the Everlywell food sensitivity test. This is the one that I personally like. That's my 2 cents. I'll send it one more time just in case that link doesn't bring you right to it. Yeah, of course. It's my pleasure. Hopefully that helps. I know the only place they don't go, though, is I believe New York, New Jersey, and maybe one other region. Let me double check, though. Yeah, New York. Oh, and Rhode Island. That's the only thing they don't deliver and not available for those areas and those regions. So just a heads up. Boom. And yeah, I feel like that might pretty much be it, y'all. I'm going to kind of just give you guys a cheers. Appreciate y'all. Bank will play the outro, and then I'll see you guys tonight, 7:45 Eastern time. If you want to hang out again, as always, have a great day. If there's anything I can do to help you guys, I'm always here. Check out lifestyleoffitness.com for your free body type quiz, and then respond to that email if you want training, and see y'all later.